Hey everyone, I hope you're all staying strong and positive. Today, we're unpacking why it feels like you're constantly under attack for those chosen by God. It's common to face opposition, and this can seriously mess with your mental and emotional peace if you don't understand the real reasons behind it. So why does it feel like everyone's targeting you? This could be coming from people who are meant to be on your side, your family, friends, or even your partner. It seems like no matter what you do, there's always conflict as you elevate your spiritual vibration. It tends to draw out negativity from those around you. You're unique and carry a special light, which can make some feel uneasy because you're favored by God. This favoritism is exactly why they might try to bring you down. They sense the blessings and breakthroughs coming your way, even though they can't pinpoint how or when these will manifest. So here's the thing. When you start feeling the heat from all directions from people you haven't wronged, it's a clear signal that something major is about to happen for you. A breakthrough is on the horizon, and honestly, it terrifies them. They are afraid because they see the extraordinary things lined up for you, and they can't handle it. You'd be amazed to find out who these detractors are, especially as you get closer to your moment of elevation. That's when you really see who's who. Their adverse reactions towards you, that's just their inner turmoil bubbling to the surface. The disdain they hold for you is so intense. It's clouding their judgment, filling their thoughts to the brim. Think about it. You're living rent-free in their heads. Your presence in their life is so commanding that it's like you own real estate in their minds. Your progress and potential success are occupying all their mental space. They simply can't stop thinking about you. You are constantly on their minds, consuming their thoughts. That's exactly why they relentlessly target you. You're not troubling them yet. They seem determined to disrupt your peace. Despite your disinterest in conflict, they persist in their offensive, attacking again and again. While you simply strive to live your life, your mere existence seems to trigger a deep-seated darkness within them, unleashing their worst traits. Your presence emitting light and positivity acts as a catalyst, drawing out their dark demonic energies. They struggle to contain their envy and hostility, eventually lashing out in an effort to dim your brightness. Some assail you merely because you refuse to align with their malevolent intentions. Behind the aggressive tactics of your adversaries lies a deep-seated insecurity and unresolved mental struggles. Often, these unaddressed psychological issues manifest as hostility directed towards you. Despite their fervent efforts to undermine your peace, they are continually baffled by their own failure to disrupt your composure. These individuals have a clear objective to shake the foundation of your mental well-being, destabilize your financial security, and damage your reputation. Their resolve is unyielding as they relentlessly attempt to dismantle the very fabric of your life. You may not be their first target, but you are undoubtedly proving to be the most resilient and steadfast one. They've encountered your apparent indifference to their attacks, not only frustrates them but also drives them to the edge of reason. They are perplexed by your lack of reaction and are driven to escalate their efforts, hoping to provoke you into responding. However, their fundamental misunderstanding lies in not recognizing the divine protection that surrounds you. God is vigilantly watching over you, diverting your attention away from their petty schemes and towards more significant matters. This divine oversight preserves your inner peace and allows you to remain undisturbed by their attempts. By focusing on higher priorities and maintaining your tranquility, you effectively neutralize their efforts, leaving them to confront the futility of their actions. In their desperation, they become increasingly irrational, exposing their own vulnerabilities and mental turmoil. This cycle of aggression and frustration continues, yet you remain shielded by your faith and the unwavering support of God. As they grapple with their inability to affect you, it becomes evident that their hostility yields no fruit. Leaving them to contend with their own inner demons while you advance unaffected and secure in your divine journey. Your calm and composed demeanor amidst adversity isn't just a personal trait. It's a shield. Ironically, this very calmness infuriates those who target you. They ramp up their attacks, each one more desperate than the last, hoping to see you crack. But instead they are met with the same unshakable calm, which only drives their frustration deeper. They've invested significant time and energy into their schemes, hoping to see you falter, yet all they encounter is their own failure. Each of their attempts falls flat, proving ineffective against your steadfast spirit and untouched resolve. These antagonists are not mere nuisances. They're individuals who try to weave themselves into the fabric of your destiny. They are desperate to claim they had a hand in your challenges, seeking a perverse form of validation from your hardships. Their actions are driven by a deep-seated desire for acknowledgement. They want to be remembered as a pivotal force in your narrative, even if infamously. So this twisted pursuit highlights a disturbing obsession with controlling your storyline and disrupting your progress. Yet, what they consistently fail to understand is the strength of the divine protection around you. Your relationship with God is not just a belief but a powerful protective bond. You are cherished by the Almighty, regarded as precious and guarded closely as the apple of His eye. Any notion that their spiteful actions could truly harm you or derail your divine journey underestimates not only your resilience, but also the profound favor you are granted by God. The attacks meant to weaken you only serve to reaffirm your strength and the inefficacy of your adversaries, while they aim to embed themselves in your story. As architects of your downfall, they fail to realize that they are merely footnotes in your journey, a journey ordained and shielded by divine forces. Their inability to comprehend the depth of your spiritual fortitude and the sanctity of your path is their greatest oversight through it. All you remain secure, moving forward with the grace and protection that comes from being truly favored by God. As the attacks continue, these individuals will come to realize increasingly so the futility of their actions, particularly in this season of your life, where God's plans for you are becoming ever more evident. They fail to understand a critical divine mandate: touch not my anointed, while they may believe they can manipulate or harm others with lesser consequences. It is not so with God's chosen. This is not to suggest that any form of harm is justified. Rather, it underscores the gravity of meddling with those whom God has anointed. Their actions, while intended to harm, are ultimately ineffectual against God's protection and purpose for your life. You are untouchable. God's chosen, absolutely off limits to those who aim to harm you. Despite the clear divine decree, touch not my anointed, it seems some people just don't get the memo. They keep trying, but they're really just setting themselves up for a massive backlash. Their own negative actions are about to come back on them like a boomerang with full force in this world. You'll find that people often attack what they can't understand. They don't get the unique path God has carved out for you. They try to provoke you, pushing you into a corner, hoping you'll react impulsively and lose your cool. Their ultimate goal: they want to see you break down under the continuous strain of their assaults. But here's where their plan falters. The more they attack, the more they expose their own instability, appearing increasingly irrational to everyone around. Meanwhile, you stand strong, unmoved and undisturbed. And why is that? It's because God has got your back. There are plans in place for those who oppose you. Plans they won't appreciate. Their attempts to shake you will fail spectacularly, as they can't penetrate the divine shield of protection that surrounds you. You remain secure and untouched amidst their futile attempts. A clear testament to the divine safeguarding that wraps around God's anointed. This is a call to stay calm and carry on, knowing you are protected, watched over, and absolutely off limits to the enemy's schemes. Keep letting God deal with those trying to disrupt your peace. To everyone who's joined me today, thank you so much for tuning in. Your support means the world, and it's what keeps this channel going. If you found any value in our talk today, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you're already part of the family, it's great to have you back. I'll be back soon with more content. But until then, keep pushing forward, stay strong, and remember you're not alone on this journey. God's got you. And so do I. Take care and see you in the next video.